the Facebook page, and you can find the link, or go to YouTube and search Renda Digital TV for tonight's broadcast. So good matchup for the Indiana Little Indians. They come in with a record of 5-10. They are 1-4 in Section 4 of 4A, and this is a non-section game. The Connellsville Falcons, they've been struggling. They are 2-15 and 1-3. They are a 5A school. They are in Section 1 of the WPIAL 5A division. Head coach of the Little Indians, Greg Lazanik. Connellsville, coached by Andy Hetrick. We'll get to the interview with head coach Greg Lazanik in just a few moments on WDAD Radio. I'd like to thank all of our wonderful sponsors. Connellsville, as I mentioned, just a 2-15 record. They started off the season with a victory, 93-33 over Elizabeth Forward, and then they lost 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games in a row before defeating Trinity 74-55, first game of the new year on January 3rd. But again, they have lost 5 games in a row entering action tonight. The Indiana Little Indians, as I mentioned, 5-10, 1-4 in the WPIAL Section 4 of the 4A division in District 7. Little Indians, like Connellsville, started off the season with a victory 65-29 over Marion Center in their tip-off tournament. Defeated West Shamokin and Marion Center back-to-back nights, 2 Heritage Conference teams in a tournament right here at Indiana, and also own a victory over Punxsutawney, 51-47, and Greensburg-Salem. But the Little Indians, like Connellsville, they bring a 5-game losing streak into tonight's game. They come off of a 78-55 loss on the road at Southmoreland. Talk to head coach Greg Lazanik, who, you know, really isn't that far away from a major milestone, 500 victories. I mean, he's a few seasons away, but he has a great junior high group. I want to acknowledge them. They're being acknowledged. They played their last game of the season today. They lost their first game of the year and then won 13 in a row. They finished 13-1. They have a ton of talent. Craig Olson, one of the coaches on that junior high team. Craig was a standout at Homer Center many years ago playing for George Silkowski. Talked to Craig on the way in. His son's the point guard just like he was. And you have twin brothers, the Webb brothers, younger brother of Stanford Webb, who's a standout on the varsity team. So they have an outstanding group coming up, and Greg Lazanik smiled and said, who knows what tomorrow will bring. I'm taking it a day at a time, but I'm sure he's kind of chomping at the bit maybe to get that group. From what I understand, there's going to be a couple of those kids as true freshmen that are expected to start. Coach Lazanik, 417 wins. At Indiana, he's 126 and 115. He went over 400 victories back in 2018, so there have been some lean times the past few years for the Little Indians program. Went over 400 wins on a night when assistant coach Mark Arbuckle's son Tommy and Carlos Carter combined for 53 points and a win over Mount Pleasant. Lazanik spent 19 years coaching girls basketball, amassing 291 victories before taking over the Indiana boys program. But it's hard to believe, 10 years ago, back in 2012. 9 years at Penns Manor, 117 wins with the Lady Comets. He spent a year at Purchase Line. 9 years coaching the Marion Center Lady Stingers, where he earned 170 wins and back-to-back District 6 titles. So Coach Lazanik's been around the block. He's trying to get the ship righted here with the Little Indians boys program. And it's one of the first things I ask him about this outstanding junior high group. And you'll hear that interview when our pregame show continues from the 5th Street Gymnasium at Indiana Senior High School. Indiana and Connellsville, just about 15 minutes away on the WDAD Little Indians Basketball Network.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance. The team at Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is proud to be the presenting sponsor of all the Lil Indians video broadcasts this year. A great game plan involves advanced planning and preparation for the unknown. Anyone can create a plan at any stage in their life. For help with your family's advanced planning, reach out to Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana and at BowserMinnick.com. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Are you thinking of getting vaccinated? Talk to your doctor about the COVID-19 vaccine. The Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania would like to remind you that COVID-19 vaccines are available for children as young as 6 months. Talk to your doctor, your child's pediatrician, or your pharmacist if you have questions. You can also learn more by visiting vaccines.gov. That's vaccines.gov. Message made possible by the Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania.
High school students in Western Pennsylvania have a new option for career-driven education at the River Valley STEAM Academy. Gain an edge in high-demand careers in electrical occupations, cybersecurity, esports, and sports medicine and rehabilitative therapy. Students get a head start by earning college credits and valuable industry certification. The River Valley STEAM Academy is open to high school students throughout the region at no cost to families. To customize your high school experience, visit rvsteamacademy.org or call 724-343-3230.
Milk every moment.
Our pregame show from Indiana High School continues with head coach Greg Glazanik of the Indiana Little Indians, and coach back here at home, and good matchup against Connellsville. But before I get to that game, I was talking to a former Wildcat great, Craig Olson, and I think he's involved with the junior high program. And Craig, I'd heard some good things about the junior high team, and I guess they finished up a really 13-1 season today.
Yeah, they did. They did. If I remember correctly, we lost the first game of the year, and then reeled off 13 in a row. We got a couple good athletes in ninth grade, and there's a storm brewing here in Indiana, and it's coming, and it could be here sooner than a lot of people think.
You know, I was looking at some of your numbers. You're closing in incredibly on 500 wins. I know you're a ways away, but you're not thinking. Group that carries over the top.
Well, if it says, let's hope, none of us know what tomorrow brings, but that's a good group, and yeah, the number of wins is because of longevity, I'm afraid.
Well, you've had some great seasons, so don't sell yourself short. Connellsville, the opponent tonight. You've been growing a step at a time with this varsity unit, so talk about the matchup.
Yeah, we have been. It's been a good year for us. The record's a little disappointing at 5-10, but the kids are getting better. They're enjoying playing the game, and we're competitive. We've had our tough nights, and we've had a couple tough nights on the road between sickness, vacation, and we've in some injuries. We haven't been full steam ahead, and tonight we should be all here ready to go tonight. And Connellsville, they're going to play hard. They like to play rough, I mean, they're a football team, and they like to play by. In fact, we're having issues right now in the JV game, so I just hope we don't go in the corner and hide, because sometimes we do when that team gets physical with us.
Yeah, they haven't won a lot of games. It's a non-section game, but they do have some athletes.
Oh, they do. There's no doubt. They're quick. They've got a couple shooters. What's nice is we kind of match up with them size-wise when I say that, because we're used to playing teams with guys 6'6", 6'8", you know, and they don't have that. So, you know, Jaden Petrovic, our young sophomore, is about 6'3", and at times he just has been physically overmatched. Well, I hope tonight we match up a little bit better inside.
Coach, thanks for doing this. Always a pleasure seeing you. Good to be here in Indiana tonight as we not only have the coverage on WD80 radio, but also on Red Digital TV. So I'll look forward to calling the game, and hopefully it'll be a Little Indian victory and you can make the climb up to the mezzanine.
There you go. Thanks, Mark.
All right, head coach Greg Lazanik of the Indiana Little Indians coming back with more on our pregame show from Indiana Senior High.
The ARC of Indiana County, working with the ARC of PA to find solutions to improve the lives of those with disabilities. The COVID-19 Health Disparities Initiative focuses on finding solutions that save the lives of those that are in need and deliver results to increase health equity for all individuals with disabilities now and in the future. If you are interested in learning more about this initiative with the ARC of PA and the Pennsylvania Department of Health, please go to arcindiana.org or the arcpa.org for more information, paid for in part by the Pennsylvania Department of Health.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance. The team at Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is proud to be the presenting sponsor of all the Lil Indians video broadcasts this year. A great game plan involves advanced planning and preparation for the unknown. Anyone can create a plan at any stage in their life. For help with your family's advanced planning, reach out to Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana and at BowserMinnick.com. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
Are you thinking of getting vaccinated? Talk to your pharmacist about the COVID-19 vaccine. The Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania would like to remind you that COVID-19 vaccines are available for children as young as 6 months. Talk to your doctor, your child's pediatrician, or your pharmacist if you have questions. You can also learn more by visiting vaccines.gov. That's vaccines.gov. Message made possible by the Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania.
Milk every moment.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
The Christmas Tree Growers Association, and Diamond Drug and Diamond Medical Supply. And another round of applause for the Sue Hewitt Dance Studio, ladies and gentlemen. They did a great job. Let's show them our support.
Then with the other two guys had to come into the first practice for Quentin.
Here's the snap. It's high. The kick is good! And they have won the game. And they burst onto the field, and pandemonium reigns out here at Andy Kosneski Field in double OT.
Okay, we're going to get... I got a little wet there, guys. I'll get Redinger.
Waiting the shotgun snap from Succiarelli. He hands it off to Hill. He's into the end zone easily. Fifth Street Gymnasium. John Smathers on the camera. Peyton on the video producing end of things tonight. 6 minutes remaining in the warm-ups. Let's get to the starting lineups for the Connellsville Falcons. Again, they come in with a record of 2-15, 1-3 in their section. This is a non-section game. Guards will be Jaden Mickens. They are a young ball club. They start only one senior. Jaden Mickens, a freshman, stands at 6 feet tall. Also at a guard, Jaden McBride, a 6'1" junior. Anthony Piasecki, a junior, 6'1". At a forward, Case Shearer, a junior. He stands at 6'2". And rounding out the starting five for the Falcons, Trent Haar, a senior at 6 foot tall. For the Indiana High Little Indians under head coach Greg Lazanik, starting lineup shakes down this way. Starting at guard will be Evan Brocious, a 5'10 junior, averaging 7.8 points per game. Also at a guard is Trevor Todd, a junior, 6'1", averaging 5.4 points per game. At a guard, Gavin Homer, averaging 17.3 points per game. Gavin is a 6 foot senior. The forwards, Jaden Petrovich, he's a sophomore, 6'2", averaging 5.4 points a game. And Stanford Webb rounds out the starting lineup, a sophomore, 6'3", averaging 11.9 points per game. You'll also hear, coming off the bench, Mark Collinger, in all likelihood Hunter Martin, Tristan Redinger, Isaac Nigrant, and also Michael Lubold. Among others, Indiana decked out in their home whites, trimmed in white and black. Connellsville in royal blue, trimmed in white. They are coached by Andy Hetrick. IUP basketball on the air tomorrow on our affiliate station, U92.5 FM. Jack Benedict and Tony Cacagna will have the call from Slippery Rock. 5:15 will be airtime for the women's game. And then the undefeated men, the number one team in the country, the Crimson Hawks, in what should be a raucous atmosphere up at Slippery Rock. They will be in action after winning last night in Edinburgh. They weren't impressive, but it's hard every night. You have that bullet, that bullseye on you. And Edinburgh gave a good shot in the first half, and IUP played much better in the second half. Not so good for the women. They got annihilated by the Edinburgh women's team. And both of those squads are 8-4 in the PSAC West. So 5:15 doubleheader action tomorrow for IUP on U92.5 FM. Tonight's game on WDAD and also being video streamed on Renda Digital TV. If you're listening and you want to watch, you can go to the WDAD Facebook page and find the link, or just go to youtube.com and search and follow, free of charge, Renda Digital TV, and you'll find the link to tonight's broadcast. It'll also be archived, and you can watch it at any time as we continue our coverage of Indiana High sports during this 2022-2023 school year. So getting close to tip, a couple of minutes on the clock, both teams continuing their pregame warm-ups here at Indiana Senior High. Congratulations to the Indiana girls team. They racked up another victory. 46-28 the final score as they defeated Kiski. Jake Slobotnik had the call of the girls game from Kiski, and happy to fill in for Jake here tonight doing the boys game. Jake, I'm not sure why you couldn't have put on your Superman cape and flew on over here to Indiana Senior High. Jake doing double duty, also following the River Valley Panthers on Cat Country 106.3 FM, and their girls team having a sensational season led by, arguably the top girls player in Indiana County, Ava Perschetti. She's only a sophomore, and she has a lot of upside, and she's a fun player to watch. So we're going to be following all of our hometown teams, including the Indiana girls in the WPIAL playoffs, right around the corner. We'll launch our playoff coverage with the Heritage Conference playoffs on February 6th and 7th. And then we will have the championship games on radio and Renda Digital TV from the Kowalczyk Complex on Friday night, February the 10th. So a lot of basketball action. March Madness high school style kicks off in February. Also want to alert everybody, of course, Storm Center will be open tomorrow should the weather turn nasty, which is being forecast. We do have a winter weather advisory. Snow is expected in Indiana County with snow accumulations between 1 and 4 inches overnight into the morning before it turns to rain. Also, wind gusts as high as 35 miles per hour. And the storm warning from 3 a.m. tomorrow morning until 1 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. You can plan on slippery road conditions, hazardous conditions could impact the Wednesday morning commute. So we do ask that you be careful and stay tuned to your hometown radio stations for the latest winter weather information and cancellations. Storm Center will be open if needed tomorrow morning across our Indiana County radio network. Right now, fans standing as we get set for the playing of our national anthem. And if you know Bob Walk, Peyton, the Pirate broadcaster, he fell off of his chair in the broadcast booth. I almost fell off this one and went head over heels, and that you'd have had to jump into play-by-play duty. Our national anthem, everybody.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
National anthem performed. Getting set for the introduction of the starting lineups. Crowd still coming into the 5th Street Gymnasium.
Connellsville starting lineups tonight are: he's number 1.
Coming soon to your radio network of stations, you're going to be able to hear all 4 stations streaming 24/7. So that's exciting news. You'll be able to pick us up on your favorite mobile device or PC. Streaming all 4: Cat Country 106.3, U92.5 FM, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160, and of course right here, WDAD 100.3 FM and AM 1450. Indiana's heritage station, WDAD, since 1945. It's before your time, Peyton Frolinger. Starting lineup for Indiana now being introduced. First one, well, let's pick it up for you.
He's number 1. He's a 10th grader and forward/guard, Stanford Webb.
Stanford Webb out first.
He's number 23. He's a senior. He's a guard, Gavin Homer.
17.3 points a game, Gavin Homer.
Number 3, a junior, a guard, Evan Brocious.
Evan Brocious averages 7.8 points per game.
Next starter is number 5, a junior, a guard, Trevor Todd.
Trevor Todd, junior guard, averaging 5.4.
Final starter, number 15, a 10th grader, forward or guard, Jaden Petrovich.
And Jaden Petrovich rounds out the starting lineup. We're set for basketball here at the 5th Street Gymnasium. Mark Burdick bringing it your way on WDAD and video stream on Renda Digital TV. If you want to watch tonight's game, just look for the link on our Facebook page or WDADradio.com, or simply log on to YouTube.com and search Renda Digital TV and become a member free of charge and watch tonight's game free of charge as well. Jumping center will be the sophomore Stanford Webb, and he will go against Case Shearer, from what Coach Lazanik told me, their top ball player. And we are underway, and the tip controlled easily by Webb into the hands of Evan Brocious in backcourt in front of the Indiana bench, brings it across the dividing line, directs traffic with his left hand, baseball pass right quarter court. Now they work it around to Webb left wing. Between circles, it is Gavin Homer. Comer down the right side of the lane, banks it too hard, rebound, put up and in. No, it rolls off for Homer, and a held ball going to be called, and the arrow will belong to the team wearing blue, that being the Connellsville Falcons. Indiana shows full court man-to-man pressure defensively, and they try trapping Jaden Mickens, and they almost steal it, but coming away with the ball's hard. It's loose on the floor. They throw it away. Turnover as they tried feeding it down low to Anthony Mickens, and it went out of bounds. First turnover of the game. Indiana inbounds to Trevor Todd. Brings it up the left sideline, right to midcourt. Now takes it right. Shovels it to Gavin Homer. Homer through traffic, double clutches and puts it up and in. Down the right side of the lane, it's 2-0 Indiana. Trent Haar, half-court pass, deflected away and picked off by Indiana. 2 trips, 2 turnovers for Connellsville. Here's Homer, blind pass into the right corner. Three-pointer, good for Stanford Webb as Indiana comes out sharp on both sides of the ball, and it's 5-0. 1 minute and 5 seconds into the game. Connellsville gets it into Jaden McBride, and he has it stolen from behind. They've turned it over 3 straight times. Todd has it poked away, and Indiana turns it over. Pass right side to Mickens. Mickens right wing to McBride, back to Mickens. Mickens running shot, high off the window, missed badly. Rebound Gavin Homer. Homer across midcourt, and his pass off the hands of Evan Brocious as both teams reckless with the basketball, and we have a 30-second timeout called by Connellsville. We'll take one with them. It's 5-0 Indiana out of the gate, looking good. A minute and a half into the game on the WDAD Little Indian Basketball Network.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance. The team at Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is proud to be the presenting sponsor of all the Lil Indians video broadcasts this year. A great game plan involves advanced planning and preparation for the unknown. Anyone can create a plan at any stage in their life. For help with your family's advanced planning, reach out to Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana and at BowserMinnick.com. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
Back with you on WDAD and Renda Digital TV. Connellsville with the ball out of their own timeout. They stare up at a 5-0 deficit. Jaden Mickens right up the center of the court, stop and go dribble, reverses, takes it inside the lane, kicks it into the left corner. Now left wing with the basketball is Anthony Mickens, but it's knocked away by Indiana out of bounds. It'll be Connellsville basketball looking for their first points of the game, and we've played nearly 2 minutes. Inbounding is Jaden Mickens, corner left. Brother Anthony has it stolen. Another turnover. Indiana with the basketball. Driving and shooting and scoring and fouled is Indiana's Stanford Webb. And he'll go to the line. Hoop in the harm. Foul called on Jaden McBride. Into the game is Anthony Piasecki. Stanford Webb at the line, 61% free throw shooter this season. Indiana leading 7-0 with 6:06 remaining in the first quarter. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound It is Jaden McBride. The line, the lane, and he has it poked away. Another turnover on Connellsville, their 5th, and a foul called to boot. This on McBride called for his 2nd foul. So Indiana basketball in a 7-0 lead. 5-15 Indians looking good here in the first quarter. Just inside the foul line, 14-footer straight away is good from Trevor Todd, his first basket of the game. Connellsville coming back and taking it to the rack, but missing the shot is Anthony Mickens. Indiana half-court pass to Todd. Todd down the left side of the lane, left-handed layup, missed it, came out. Rebound, it is Case Shearer for Connellsville. Up the left sideline now with it is Jaden Mickens. Brings it between circles, gives ground near the big eye at midcourt, inside that logo and center circle. Gives up the basketball to Anthony Mickens. Right side to McBride, all the way to the hoop, he scores. First basket for Connellsville. It's 9-2, almost 3 minutes into this first quarter. Left-handed pass at the foul line. And now down the lane, and the shot misses from Trevor Todd, but he's going to go to the line and shoot a pair. Foul called on Trent Haar. Todd 62.5% from the free throw line, and we have an Indiana Little Indian timeout. Greg Lozanik wants a 30 with 5:02 remaining in the first quarter on an Indiana Regional Medical Center basketball night. It's Little Indians 9, Connellsville 2 on the WDAD Little Indian Basketball Network.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Out of the timeout, at the line, shooting a pair is Trevor Todd. In the air, and it rolls in. Shooter's roll for Trevor, his 3rd point of the game. And it's 10-2 Indiana. Second one in the air, and also good. 11-2, Indiana over Connellsville. And a pushing foul going to be called on Trevor Todd, is bringing it up the court, and fouled near midcourt was Anthony Piasecki. Peyton Trollinger, our video producer tonight, and he does some IUP work, play-by-play, does a good job in a variety of ways with the IUP Comm Media Department. Peyton, I'll give you some news about Connellsville and the legendary Jack Benedict. Jack Benedict's first radio job was WCVI Radio Connellsville. How about that? You learned something tonight. Here's a 3-pointer deep left wing, and good for Anthony Piasecki. Jack showed me some pictures of the original WCVI. I think it's actually in his book. Corner left, Stanford Webb 3-ball, no good. Rebound, Trent Haar, and he's tripped up as he approaches midcourt, and Gavin Homer is going to pick up that foul. So it'll be Connellsville ball, 4:28 remaining in the first quarter on an IRMC high school sports night. From our S&T Bank broadcast booth, relationship banking, one customer at a time, S&T Bank. 11-5, Indiana with the lead as Connellsville tries to get back into this basketball game after falling behind 7-0. And the pass picked off, that won't help. Trying to go 3-quarter court, Gavin Homer takes it to the rack and scores his 2nd basket, and it's 13-5. Back comes Connellsville. Down the right side of the lane, missing the shot. Rebound, Petrovic for Indiana. Halfway through this first quarter. Pass to Webb, who's upended and goes down hard. And going to be a foul on Connellsville as Webb was undercut, didn't like it, but hard play both ways. Foul called on Anthony Piasecki, his first. And we have a media timeout here at the 5th Street Gymnasium at Indiana Senior High with 3:55 remaining in the first quarter on an IRMC High School Sports Night. It's Indiana 13, Connellsville 5 on the WDAD Little Indians Basketball Network.
Are you thinking of getting vaccinated? Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about the COVID-19 vaccine. The Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania would like to remind you that COVID-19 vaccines are available for children as young as 6 months. Talk to your doctor, your child's pediatrician, or your pharmacist if you have questions. You can also learn more by visiting vaccines.gov. That's vaccines.gov. Message made possible by the Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Webb at the line, 61% free throw shooter, missed his only attempt of the game thus far, but he has 5 points, trying to make it 6 and 7 in the air, and good with the first one, nothing but net, and it's 13-5 Indiana. Second one in the air, and also good into the game for the Little Indians. Hunter Martin. 15-5, 10-point advantage for the Indians. Jaden Mickens with the basketball. Gives it up to Anthony Mickens. Corner left, little ball fake, but now Pisecki is going to be fouled. And I think that might be on Homer. And if it is, it's his second. Actually calling that on Brocious. So it's his first. Inbounding, they get it to Shear, almost stolen on the inbounds, and now it is knocked away, but Connellsville retains possession. They have a new player, Ben Zavachin, into the game. Mickens with the basketball between circles, goes right wing to Jaden Mickens, corner right, driving the baseline. Pisecki kicks it left wing from three-point line, now penetrating, running into his own man, missing the shot is Anthony Mickens. Rebound Indiana, Gavin Comer favoring the right sideline, stop and go dribble, kicks it outside to Brocious. Brocious, right foul line extended. Homer, corner right now, uncontested three, no good. High arcing rebound into the hands of Indiana's Martin. Left side, Brocious. Brocious through a double team, medium post pass, and missing the shot as Homer out of bounds off of Indiana. It'll be Falcons basketball, and they will send Roman Riccelli into the game. Roman Riccelli, a sophomore at 6 foot. Under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Indians with a 10-point advantage. Between circles, it is Riccelli who just checked in to Pisecki. Pisecki right side to Mickens. Mickens right foul line extended, pass deflected and turned over. 7th turnover on the Falcons. Here come the Indians. Petrovic has it, eye the key, throws it on the baseline, went through the hands, pass too tall for Hunter Martin. 3rd turnover on Indiana. Double sub for the Indians, Stanford Webb back in, and Michael Leubold making his first appearance of the game. Leubold, a 6'4 senior. 2:31 remaining in the first quarter. 15-5. Riccelli runs the point for Connellsville. Reverses on the dribble, goes left sideline, pass to Pisecki. Pisecki, baseball pass, nearly picked off, goes into the Indiana bench, but batted out of bounds by Evan Brocious. Connellsville will inbound to the left of head coach Greg Lazanik and the Indians bench. Pisecki to inbound, his team trailing by 10. Connellsville, Zavachin to Mickens. Mickens to Riccelli, left side, back near midcourt, near the Indiana logo at midcourt, back to Mickens. Skips it and poked out of bounds. He tried going across court to Zavachin, but knocked out of bounds by Indiana. Connellsville ball with 2:03 remaining in the game, and we have a sub coming for Connellsville. Checking back into the game will be Jaden Mickens. Inbounding, it is Zavachin to Rosselli. Rosselli to Jaden Mickens. Jaden to Rosselli between circles, favoring the midcourt circle. On the left-handed dribble, gives ground. They reset their offense. Not a lot of movement right now. They go double stack, and now a pass to the right sideline is knocked out of bounds by Pasecki. Subs for Indiana into the game. Tristan Redinger and also Trevor Todd returning. Connellsville right side, 3 ball in the air and good. Knocking it down is second of the quarters, Anthony Pasecki. And 15-8. 7-point advantage. Here's Stanford Webb. Ball fake, drives the baseline, loses control, but into the hands of Leubold, who is fouled on the floor. Foul called on Zavachin, 6'2 senior. First foul, 5th team foul. Shot missed from Indiana, and Leubold can't control it, but it's knocked out of his hands by Jaden Mickens. So Indiana with 1:22 remaining in the first quarter with the basketball. Dance team did an outstanding job during our media timeout. Congratulations to those girls. Inbounding, it is Hunter Martin. Martin, right side, 3 ball in the air, and missing it was Trevor Todd. Leubold fights for the rebound. It's on the floor, and a foul going to be called, I believe, or a held ball. Held ball, possession arrow, Indiana. Inbounds to Webb, corner left to Redinger. Redinger, and a travel going to be called on Hunter Martin, who didn't set that pivot foot. That's turnover number 4 on the Indians. Inbounding to the right of head coach Andy Hetrick and the Falcons bench, it is Ben Zavachin. Gets it into Mickens. Mickens, corner left to Rosselli, back to Mickens. Right side to Pasecki. Shear to Pasecki, who has 2 trays. 18-footer in the air off the dribble, no good. Rebound out of bounds off of Connellsville. It'll be Indiana ball. Under a minute to play, 45 seconds remain in this first quarter as we come to you from the mezzanine in our S&T Bank broadcast booth. From the court to the classroom, S&T Bank has you covered. S&T Bank member FDIC. Leubold looks for a cutter, instead goes left wing. With it is Redinger in the paint. Running shot doesn't go. Rebound fought for and into the hands of Connellsville, and they turn it over on the half-court pass. Turnover number 8 on the Falcons in this first quarter. Redinger between circles, and Tristan Redinger has it. To Leubold underneath Webb. Double clutches, puts it up and down for Stanford Webb. 9 points in the first quarter. 7 seconds, 6. The Falcons, right side, Rosselli, shot blocked by Indiana. Leubold can't get a 3-quarter court shot off at the end of the quarter, but Indiana, a strong opening frame. They lead 17-8, 9 points for Stanford Webb to lead the way. Head to the second quarter. Little Indian 17, Connellsville 8 on the WDAD Little Indian Basketball Network.
Sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
The
ARC of Indiana County, working with the ARC of PA to find solutions to improve the lives of those with disabilities. The COVID-19 Health Disparities Initiative focuses on finding solutions that save the lives of those that are in need and deliver results to increase health equity for all individuals with disabilities now and in the future. If you are interested in learning more about this initiative with the ARC of PA and the Pennsylvania Department of Health, please go to arcindiana.org or the arcpa.org for more information, paid for in part by the Pennsylvania Department of Health.
Second quarter action, Indiana with the ball from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. Relationship banking, one customer at a time. 3 players have scored for Indiana, 9 for Webb, 4 for Trevor Todd, 4 for Gavin Homer. Adds up to a 17-8 advantage with the basketball to start the second. 6 of the 8 points, Anthony Pisecki. Three-pointer left corner, too strong from Webb into the hands of Petrovic, but he misses the putback, and then the rebound knocked out of his hands by Connellsville's Trent Haar. Inbounding, it will be Evan Brocious. Brocious looks inside, nothing there, and flips it back near midcourt, and hauling in that pass, Trevor Todd, left side Brocious. Brocious, one dribble, feeds underneath, Webb lays it in. The little finger roll from Stanford Webb, who has 2 twin brothers that we're looking forward to seeing advance into the varsity program next year. That junior high team, if you missed the pregame, finished 13-1. Some great talent there. Here's a long distance 3 from Pisecki. It misses and held ball on the rebound. Webb ties it up with Rosselli. So the arrow goes to Connellsville. 19-8 Indiana. Jaden McBride to inbound. McBride to Rosecki in a blocking foul. Going to be called on Brocious, his second, as he fouled Pisecki. So they inbound in the corner, and they flip it out between circles. And with it is Haar. Haar, left foul line extended, no good. Rebound Indiana. Clearing the boards, Petrovic to Gavin Homer. Homer between legs on the dribble, goes corner right, three-pointer, air ball, but laying it in as missing the shot was Todd. But Jaden Petrovic has his first basket of the night. It's 21-8 Indiana. 6:45 remaining in the first half. Pass underneath, getting alone is Haar, and he banked it in. Nice feed inside the assist to McBride. Haar's first basket of the night. It's 21-10. Evan Brocious to Gavin Homer into front court in front of the Connellsville bench. Stop and go dribble, foul line, down the lane, double clutches, underhands it up, missed the shot. With the rebound, it is Jaden McBride. They turn it over, and Homer is hammered underneath as he was trying to put it up and down, and Rosselli fouled him. So Homer, who hasn't scored since the first early moments of the first quarter, will shoot 2. 57.4 free throw shooter. Gavin Homer, good baseball player in the air, and good. Indians have made 5 free throws in a row. They're 5 of 6. One more to come for Homer, who now has 5 points. Stay tuned to WDAD and your Indiana County Radio Network for the latest weather information. Storm warning in effect. Second one also good for Homer. It's 23-10. Largest lead, it's 13 points. With the basketball, Jaden Mickens. To Pisecki, back to Mickens. Spins away from trouble. Through traffic, walked over the place, but nothing called. Haar with it. Haar, left wing, 3-ball in the air. Just grazing the rim was Zavachin, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be Indiana basketball.
Case Shearer returns, number 12.
Connellsville now goes full court man. Case Shearer into the game. Indiana inbounds, and Connellsville backs off the pressure. Evan Brocious up the center of the court, and he's fouled by Anthony Mickens. Coach Lazanik told us on the pregame that they like to play a rugged style of basketball. Mickens kind of laughing that foul off, but it was a foul. And at the line, Evan Brocious will shoot a 1+1 as Indiana's in the bonus. They have made 6 free throws in a row, and Evan looking to make it 7. In the air and good. Largest lead now 14 points. Tonight's game on Renda Digital TV. If you're listening and you want to watch as well, we have it. And the free throw missed, but the putback, Webb banks it in from the left side of the lane. 2 more for Webb. He has 13 points already. Jay Mickens has it, left corner, drives the baseline, pull-up shot, no good, rebound, Har, and he loses control of the ball and turns it over, number 9. Trevor Todd, he turns it over. Back-to-back turnovers, and driving the lane, missing the shot was Pisecki. Indiana now has numbers, 3-on-1, all the way to the hoop. Missing the shot was Trevor Todd, and a foul on the rebound on Indiana. Going to be called on Stanford Webb. His first, team's 5th. We have a timeout, Connellsville. 5:18 remaining in the first half. Indiana's largest lead of the game. It's 26-10 over the Connellsville Falcons, and you're listening and watching on the WDAD Indians Basketball Network.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance. The team at Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is proud to be the presenting sponsor of all the Lil Indians video broadcasts this year. A great game plan involves advanced planning and preparation for the unknown. Anyone can create a plan at any stage in their life. For help with your family's advanced planning, reach out to Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana and at BowserMinnick.com. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
Are you thinking of getting vaccinated? Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about the COVID-19 vaccine. The Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania would like to remind you that COVID-19 vaccines are available for children as young as 6 months. Talk to your doctor, your child's pediatrician, or your pharmacist if you have questions. You can also learn more by visiting vaccines.gov. That's vaccines.gov. Message made possible by the Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania.
Mark Burdick back with you on WDAD and Renda Digital TV out of the timeout. Connellsville with the basketball. They trail big time by 16 points here in the first half. Har to Shear. Ball fake. Right corner 3 misses from Anthony Mickens. Weak side rebound. Gavin Homer flips it across the court to Evan Brocious. Brocious corner left. Stanford Webb 3 too strong. Rebound and a foul underneath. Going to go against Indiana, and I think on Jaden Petrovich. That'll be Indiana's 6th team foul. And it is their 6th, so not in the bonus yet. Har out of the game. Back in is Jaden McBride for the Connellsville Falcons. Hello to everybody in the Connellsville area as they inbound and throw it away. Another turnover, and then a foul is going to send Brocious to the line. Foul called on Anthony Pisecki. So Brocious will shoot 2. Hello to everybody that might be watching or listening in the Connellsville area. Glad to have you on board. Brocious makes the first free throw. 27-10. Second one in the air and misses. And a whistle. Might have a lane violation here. So they're going to shoot another one. Head coach Andy Hetrick wanting to know who. And I think they said 2 was the who. And that would be Jaden Mickens. So the extra shot, he still missed it. Under 5 minutes to play with the basketball, Pisecki. Mickens up top, 3-ball misses. Rebound, Indiana clearing it is Petrovich. To Todd, left corner to Webb. Skips it right side, right corner now, Homer, 3-ball. also missed. Rebound clearing the boards, Case Shear to Jaden Mickens. Mickens through traffic, bounce pass, right block, down low in the block. Missing the shot was Jaden McBride. Gets it back, 13-footer, turning, spinning shot from the right side of the lane is good. His first basket, and it's 27-12. Trevor Todd with the basketball. Corner left, Webb, 3-ball again, in and out, rattled the cup. Rebound trying to save it, and unable to do so is Trevor Todd. So Connellsville will have the basketball with 4:04 remaining. 3 subs for Indiana. Isaac Nigrant and Hunter Martin back into the game. And who else? Mark Collinger came into the game, the 6-foot sophomore guard. Jaden Mickens up the center of the court, walking dribble. Baseball bounce pass right side to Pasecki. Pasecki, 3-ball, going to be short. Weak side rebound to Gavin Homer. Homer in transition across the dividing line. The lane, the running shot, finger roll doesn't go, caught back iron. And there's a foul going to be called on Indiana as Pasecki was fouled. And that will put Connellsville at the line. Foul called on Hunter Martin. And we should have a media timeout, and we do. With 3:41 remaining in the first half, Indiana Regional Medical Center high school sports night coverage continues with the score Indiana 27, Connellsville 12. You're listening and watching on the WD80 Little Indians Basketball Network.
Milk every moment.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Back with you at Indiana Senior High, 27-12 out of the media timeout. Going to the line, shooting a 1-and-1 will be Anthony Pasecki. Wild one at PPG Paints Arena. In the second period, 3-3 Panthers and Penguins exchanged 6 goals in the first period. Free throw, first one good from Pasecki. Ricard Raquel on the board for the Penguins. Danton Heinen with a goal, and Chris Letang back in the lineup tonight with a goal. 3-3 in the second. Second one, Pasecki. Good, he's a good basketball player. 8 points. It's 27-14. Here's Gavin Homer. They work it around left wing. 3-pointer in the air. A little bit short for Hunter Martin. He gets the rebound back, eye the key. Flips it down low in the block, now back outside. Petrovic, going to be a charging foul on Jaden Petrovic as he tried driving the baseline and ran right into a blue jersey. 3:23 remaining here in the first half. It's a 13-point Indiana advantage, 27-14. With the basketball for the Falcons, Jaden Mickens up the center of the court, calls out a play, directs traffic with his left hand as he brings it across the dividing line into the hands of Jaden McBride. To Mickens, corner left, Pasecki. 3-ball missed. Weak side rebound, good hustle, Jaden McBride with an offensive board for the Falcons. Sends it back out front to Shear, to Mickens. Jaden Mickens near the Indiana logo at midcourt, gives it up between circles to McBride. Right side back to Mickens. Mickens has it poked out of his hand from behind. Another turnover, their 13th. Down the right side of the lane, shot missed from Indiana's Hunter Martin. Here come the Falcons in transition. Baseball pass across the lane, not a good idea. Picked off by Indiana. Yet another turnover on the Falcons. Gavin Homer has it right wing. Through traffic all the way to the hoop. Missed his shot. Gets his own rebound. And comes up short with the 4-footer. And now a foul from behind going to be called, I believe, on Mark Collinger. And it will send Connellsville back to the line. It is on Collinger with 2:23 remaining in this second quarter of action. Indiana led 17-8 after one. They've put 10 on the board. Here in the second quarter, they've outscored Connellsville 10-6. At the line, Jaden Mickens. Indiana now with 9 team fouls, so they'll be in the double bonus next foul. In the air and missed badly. Rebound, Hunter Martin for the Indians. Into the hands of Trevor Todd. Jogs it across the timeline, right sideline, now brings it left. Right quarter or left quarter court pass to Petrovic, back to Todd. Trevor Todd flings it between circles, and he has it back left wing, flips down low on the block. Now back out. 3-ball put up and put in by Mark Collinger. Second tray of the game for Indiana, and it's 30-14. 1:50 to play here in the half. Mickens, left foul line extended. 15-footer doesn't go down. Rebound Trevor Todd for Indiana. He controls the basketball and brings it into front court. And now a whistle away from the ball, and not sure what the call was. Into the game for Indiana. I'm not sure why it was whistled down, and they are going to inbound it. No foul. Wasn't a travel. Not sure. 90 seconds remaining. Connellsville with the basketball back. Rosselli, left quarter court to Mickens. Mickens, pass, high post, picked off by Indiana. Collinger inside the foul line, shot, rolls off from 6. Getting the rebound uncontested, but it's blocked from behind nicely by Connellsville's Gage Johnson. 30-14, Indiana with the lead, 60 seconds to play. And losing control, and it's batted out of bounds off of the hands of Michael Lubold. So Connellsville will inbound back into the game is Anthony Pasecki. Out comes Anthony Mickens. Inbounding underneath their own hoop is Jaden McBride. McBride to Pasecki deep in the right corner in front of the Indiana bench. Flings it left side to Shear. Shear tied up and throws it up wildly. No good. Isaac Nygren with the rebound. Hunter Martin to Todd, to Collinger. Collinger stepped in backcourt, so that'll be a backcourt violation on Indiana and turnover number 8 on the Indians. 41 seconds, 41.9 actually, remaining here in the first half. Action coming to you on WDAD Indiana and on Renda Digital TV. Very soon, all of your hometown radio stations will be streaming 24/7 on your favorite mobile device. Here's Pasecki. Bounce pass, not a good one, picked off. Coast to coast, taking it to the hoop and scoring is Indiana's Isaac Nygren, the 6'2 junior. And it's 32-14. Between circles hard, left side, Pasecki, long distance 3 is good. His 3rd of the game. He has 11 points to lead the Falcons. It's 32-17. 10 seconds to play. Here's Todd inside the foul line. Gives it up to Collinger. Collinger to Martin. Left side, Todd, 3-ball. Good at the buzzer for Trevor Todd. And Indiana will take that 3 and some momentum into the locker room at the half with a big lead, 35-17, as they put 18 on the board in that second quarter. 9 for Connellsville. We'll total the book, give you the scoring and more as we kick off our halftime show from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. Relationship banking, one customer at a time. A very good first half for Indiana as they look to pick up victory number 6 here of this season. Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night coverage continues with the score: Indiana 35, Connellsville 17 on the WDAD Little Indians Basketball Network.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance. The team at Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is proud to be the presenting sponsor of all the Lil Indians video broadcasts this year. A great game plan involves advanced planning and preparation for the unknown. Anyone can create a plan at any stage in their life. For help with your family's advanced planning, reach out to Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana and at BowserMinnick.com. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
High school students in Western Pennsylvania have a new option for career-driven education at the River Valley STEAM Academy. Gain an edge in high-demand careers in electrical occupations, cybersecurity, esports, and sports medicine and rehabilitative therapy. Students get a head start by earning college credits and valuable industry certification. The River Valley STEAM Academy is open to high school students throughout the region at no cost to families. To customize your high school experience, visit rvsteamacademy.org or call 724-343-3230.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
The ARC of Indiana County, working with the ARC of PA to find solutions to improve the lives of those with disabilities. The COVID-19 Health Disparities Initiative focuses on finding solutions that save the lives of those that are in need and deliver results to increase health equity for all individuals with disabilities now and in the future. If you are interested in learning more about this initiative with the ARC of PA and the Pennsylvania Department of Health, please go to arcindiana.org or thearcpa.org for more information, paid for in part by the Pennsylvania Department of Health.
Back with you at Indiana Senior High. Our score at the half, 35-17. Indiana outscored the Falcons 17-8 in the first quarter, 18-9 in the second quarter. We'll give you the scoring in this basketball game. First for Connellsville, the Falcons had just 6 field goals, and half of them were three-pointers. Jaden Mickens, 1 field goal for 2 points, 0 for 1 from the foul line. Jaden McBride, a field goal for 2 points. Anthony Pasecki was the best player on the court for the Falcons. He had 11 points on 3 first-half three-pointers and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And Trent Haar, a field goal for 2 points. Again, 6 field goals, 3 of them three-pointers. They were 2 for 3 from the charity stripe. For the Indiana Indians, leading the way, Stanford Webb with 13 points, 9 of which came in the first quarter. Stanford with 4, making 5 field goals, 1 of them a tray. He was 2 for 3 from the free throw line, all of those free throws in the first quarter. Evan Brocious, 2 points on 2 of 4 from the line in the second quarter. Trevor Todd, 7 points, 2 field goals, 1 of them a tray, 2 for 2 from the line. Jaden Petrovich, a field goal for 2 points. 6 points for Gavin Homer on 2 field goals and 2 for 2 from the line. Indiana pretty solid first half from the free throw line. Mark Collinger hit a three-pointer for Indiana for his only 3 points, and Tristan Redinger rounds out the Indians scoring, 1 field goal for 2 points. I had the Indians with 12 field goals, 3 of them three-pointers. They're very solid, 8 for 11 from the free throw line. So 35-17 the score. Over on U92.5, Penguin game tonight in the second period. And with the Penguins on the power play, halfway through that second frame, the score remains 3-3. Penguins and also the Florida Panthers, the opponent tonight at PPG Paints Arena, and the Penguins need to continue racking up points. Our coverage on our halftime show will continue as we bring it to you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. Relationship banking, one customer at a time. S&T Bank. I see Craig Olson, former Homer Center standout, here tonight, a junior high coach. Talked about the outstanding junior high team at Indiana. His son's involved with that, and a strong group to look forward to here at Indiana Senior High as soon as next season. I think some of those young men will be pushing for immediate playing time. So congratulations to the Indiana junior high basketball team. They were recognized prior to tonight's game. So far, so good for the varsity. At halftime, it's Indiana 35, Connellsville 17. Coming back with second half action right after this on the WDAD Little Indians Basketball Network.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Milk every moment.
Are you thinking of getting vaccinated? Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about the COVID-19 vaccine. The Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania would like to remind you that COVID-19 vaccines are available for children as young as 6 months. Talk to your doctor, your child's pediatrician, or your pharmacist if you have questions. You can also learn more by visiting vaccines.gov. That's vaccines.gov. Message made possible by the Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance. The team at Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is proud to be the presenting sponsor of all the Lil Indians video broadcasts this year. A great game plan involves advanced planning and preparation for the unknown. Anyone can create a plan at any stage in their life. For help with your family's advanced planning, reach out to Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana and at BowserMinnick.com. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
And back with you at Indiana Senior High, set for the second half of action with Indiana leading 35-17. Penguin fans, Pens gave up a shorthanded goal. Aaron Ekblad, midway point of the second period. It's 4-3 Panthers.
As we start the second half of the white ball.
Here it's 35-17 Indians over the Falcons of Connellsville. Congratulations to the Indiana High ladies. Nice victory over Kiski. They continue to roll 46-28. Earlier game on WDAD called by our own Jake Slobotnik. Does a great job covering high school basketball for the Render Radio Network. Thank you, Jake. Inbounding, it's Indiana with the basketball to start the second half. It's Evan Brocious as they bring out the starting five, and immediately, 6 seconds in, we have a foul called on Jaden Mickens, his first. Indiana starting five on the court: Stanford Webb, Evan Brocious, Trevor Todd, Jaden Petrovich, and Gavin Homer. 35-17 our score. Indiana to inbound just to the left of their own bench, and assistant coach Mark Arbuckle. They get it into Petrovic. To Homer, all alone, right down Broadway, laying it in, but missing. No, he missed the shot. Evan Brocious can't believe it. It came out. Here's a running shot, and banking it in on the other end is Jaden McBride. He was absolutely all alone and missed the shot. Now Indiana almost turns it over in backcourt. Connellsville picking up the intensity, and now a foul going to be called on Jaden Mickens as he picks up 2 fouls in the first 29 seconds of the third quarter. Indiana to inbound near the Connellsville bench. 16-point advantage for the Indians, and they get it into Gavin Homer. Homer dribbling right sideline diagonally, cuts down the lane, tripped up, ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Homer. And turnover Indiana, number 9. Head coach Greg Lazanik wanted a foul, but nothing called. Coach saying he was tripped up. And both officials kind of agreed, didn't think it was a foul, so we play on. With the basketball, it is Jaden McBride, right side. Mickens, three-pointer, off to the left. Rebound to Gavin Homer, to Brocious. Brocious, stop-and-go dribble, gives it to Homer. Right wing three ball going to be off target. Rebound Petrovic, out near the foul line to a cutter. Homer lays it in, and he's fouled by Case Shearer, and he'll go to the line. Homer, his 8th point. The assist, Petrovic. And Homer, 57.4% free throw shooter. Free throw good. He has 9 points. It's 38-19, largest lead, 19 points. Crossing over on the dribble, now kicking it out into the right side, and the three ball missed this time by Pisecki. Rebound Indiana. Todd kicks it out to Petrovic. Now down the center of the lane. Spins, misses the shot. Rebound Homer, misses, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Connellsville picking up 1 foul after another. This one called on Shearer. His 2nd of the game, 2nd of the quarter. Mickens has 2 also in this quarter. They've picked up 4 fouls in the first 1 minute, 23 seconds. Gavin Homer right back to the line, and the first one nothing but net. He's 4 for 4 from the line tonight. He's now in double figures with 10 points. He'll get 1 more. Shearer out. Ben Savachin in. Second one spins out for Homer. And the rebound, Pisecki for Connellsville. Right side, little ball fake. Now pulling up, 15-footer, put down nicely by Jaden McBride from the right side. He has 6 points. It's 39-21. And here's Todd. Corner left to Webb. To Brocious. Flips it to Homer. Homer down the right side of the lane. Banks it in. Got by Har. 6 points for Indiana. 6 points for Homer in this third quarter. And it's the biggest lead now, 41-21. Jaden McBride with the basketballs. They want to set things up, and they slow the tempo down. Left quarter court to Har, to Pisecki. Right side to McBride. McBride pull up 10-footer, just grazes the rim. Homer with the rebound for Indiana, and the basketball knocked out of his hands by Mickens. That was McBride that made that shot earlier. Mickens missed that shot. Here's Homer being guarded tightly by Pisecki, but takes it all the way to the hoop, banks it too strong. Rebound, Petrovic, and he loses it, and then he fouls Pisecki, and Petrovic has his first team foul of the third quarter for Indiana. Jaden Mickens on the jogging dribble across the dividing line, straight up the center of the court to McBride. Mickens, three-pointer missed from the right wing. Homer outlets, half-court pass, stop-and-go dribble, and taking it to the hoop is Brocious, and he's fouled in the act of shooting and will go to the line and shoot a pair. Foul going to be called on Har. 5th team foul already on the Falcons. They come into tonight's game 2-15, 1-3 in their section. 5A school, they're in Section 1 in the Whipple. Brocious makes the free throw. So he has all 3 of his points from the line. He made his first, missed his second, made his third, missed his fourth, made his fifth. Let's see if the trend continues. And it does. He misses the back end, but Stanford Webb the putback, and it goes down. First points of the third quarter. Largest lead is now 23 points, 44-21. With the basketball, the Falcons, Jaden McBride gives ground near midcourt, advances it, swings it right side. Mickens, 3-ball, too strong. Rebound, and off of Indiana's Brocious, and Connellsville, off of Connellsville, it'll be Indiana basketball. Evan Brocious to inbound. They line up in full court man-to-man. Indiana breaks it. Lubold into the game for the Indians. Spins near the top of the key. Goes right wing to Brocious. Brocious bumped into, and another foul on Mickens. Mickens like, what did I do? It was pretty solid contact. 44-21, 4:44 remaining in the third quarter. Triple fours. Gavin Homer has the ball underneath the hoop, feeds it to Lubold, and he is fouled on the floor. And they're going to be in the bonus already. Foul. Mickens picks up his third. Lubold, actually they're going to say that was in the act of shooting. He will shoot 2. Lubold only a 30% free throw shooter. 4:34 remaining here in the third quarter from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. From the court to the classroom, S&T Bank has you covered. Lubold, back iron, high arcing rebound. It's no good. And rebound into the hands of Anthony Pasecki. Pasecki dishes, and throwing it away was Jaden McBride. Turnover number 17 on the Falcons. Lubold returns the favor. Turnover number 10 on Indiana. Here comes Pasecki. Pasecki, corner left, now driving the baseline, and they throw it away. Losing control was Jaden McBride. Here comes Evan Brocious, top of the key, stops, pops, front rim, no good. Rebound, Lubold on the baseline, kicks it into the corner to Homer. Up top, Brocious flips it right side to Todd. He drives the baseline off the hands of Lubold. Back out, Brocious 3, back iron, no good. Lubold held ball, going to be called as Lubold was tied up with Anthony Pasecki, and the arrow belongs to Connellsville. With 3:50 remaining in the third quarter, we have a media timeout on an IRMC high school sports night. It's Indiana 44, Connellsville 21. It's been Little Indians from the opening tip here on the WD80 Little Indians Basketball Network.
Are you thinking of getting vaccinated? Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about the COVID-19 vaccine. The Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania would like to remind you that COVID-19 vaccines are available for children as young as 6 months. Talk to your doctor, your child's pediatrician, or your pharmacist if you have questions. You can also learn more by visiting vaccines.gov. That's vaccines.gov. Message made possible by the Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance. The team at Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is proud to be the presenting sponsor of all the Lil Indians video broadcasts this year. A great game plan involves advanced planning and preparation for the unknown. Anyone can create a plan at any stage in their life. For help with your family's advanced planning, reach out to Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana and at BowserMinnick.com. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
Back with you at Indiana Senior High, 44-21. Action coming to you on WDAD and Renda Digital TV tonight. Indiana has dominated from the start of this basketball game. It's 44-21. Connellsville with the rock. Jaden Mickens gives it up to Rosselli into the game. Back to Mickens, left wing, corner left. Pasecki, three-pointer, front iron, no good. But rebound, Zavachin to Pasecki to Mickens. Between circles to Pasecki. Pasecki back to Mickens, right elbow. Now right sideline to Rosselli. Rosselli Between circles, dribbling it is Pisecki. Down the left side of the lane, kicks it left corner. 3-ball, airballed it, and out of bounds goes the ball off of a Falcon as Zavachin missed that shot badly. And with 3:13 remaining in the third quarter, Indiana will have the basketball, owning a comfortable 23-point lead. Brocious gets it into Hunter, right back to Brocious. Stop and go dribble, knocked out of his hands from behind and into the bleachers behind the basket. Indiana will inbound. And we have some subs coming for Indiana. It will be Isaac Nygren into the game. And who else came in? I think Hunter Martin. Todd to inbound to a cutter. Homer spins on the left baseline and puts it in from short range. Homer, 8 points in this quarter. He has 8 of Indiana's 11 points. Now we have a foul going to be called on Indiana on Homer. So Homer gets his name in the book again, this one with a slash in the foul column, his second. Homer, 3 field goals, 2 for 3 in the quarter from the line. And he's enjoying a big night, joining Stanford Webb in double figures. Webb has scored just 2 in this third quarter. Under 3 minutes to play in the third. Largest lead for the Indians, it's 46-21. Mickens to Rosselli. Rosselli, left elbow. New player into the game is Javon McBride, a sophomore for the Falcons, and he's fouled. And Homer picks up another one, his third. And he's probably going to get a breather on the bench. Is checking back in. It is Mark Collinger, and it is Homer who comes out. Inbounding will be Jaden Mickens. Baseball pass with authority to Pisecki. Drives down the right side of the lane, and he's fouled and will go to the line and shoot 2. And in disbelief is Isaac Nygren. But he picks up the personal. And Pisecki, who's 2 for 2 from the line, 11 points, leading the Falcons, all 11 in the first half. 2 for 2 from the line in the second quarter. And Pisecki's first one rolls in. 6'1" junior. This is a very young team. They start only 1 senior. Only 3 seniors on their roster. Second one in the air, and it rolls off. Rebound Nygren for Indiana. Here's Todd down the left side of the lane, but it doesn't shoot, and stepping out of bounds with the basketball was Hunter Martin, although in Martin's defense, I think he thought Todd was going to shoot the basketball, and he surprised him with the pass. So, turnover Indiana, and driving and traveling is Rosselli. So, I have them with 19, them being the Falcons, 19 turnovers. 2:20 to play in the third quarter, 46-22. 24-point advantage. Here's Todd. He almost traveled. Releases to Hunter Martin. Penguins' Sidney Crosby's tied the game up, a wild one at PPG Paints Arena. It's 4-4 late in the second quarter. Foul called on Connellsville's Ben Zavachin. So going to the line will be Isaac Nygren, his first trip tonight. Nygren hasn't been to the line a lot, but 75% free throw shooter, and he makes that one. His third point of the game. Gino Farrell, 6'2" freshman, into the game for Connellsville. 47-22. Second shot on its way, and missing that one was Nygren. But Indiana hustles, and good job by Hunter Martin to keep it alive on an offensive board for Indiana. Mark Collinger to Todd, being guarded tightly by Rosselli. To the baseline. Left foul line extended to Collinger. Down the lane and almost dunking it with Stanford Webb. And he threw her down, and it's 49-22. And a whistle and a timeout going to be called. 30-second timeout for Connellsville. 1:36 remaining in the third quarter from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. From the court to the classroom, S&T Bank has you covered on an IRMC high school sports night. It's 49-22 Indiana over Connellsville on the WDAD Indians Basketball Network.
Milk every moment.
Back with you at Indiana Senior High. Falcons of Connellsville with the basketball with 95 ticks on the third quarter clock. It's a blowout, 49-22, Indiana with the big lead. Connellsville's Rosselli, and he threw it to the white jersey team. That was Indiana. And going half court, coast to coast, Hunter Martin, his first basket of the night. 51-22, we're almost into the mercy rule. Missing the shot underneath is Connellsville. Rebound to Indiana. 65 seconds to go. Todd. They feed it down low in the block. It went through Isaac Nygren and turnover Indiana. And Connellsville almost, they do return the favor. Here's Webb all the way to the hoop. Tried jamming, it doesn't go, but he's fouled from behind by Rosselli. And Stanford Webb can send this into mercy rule land. I was watching some video from Indiana High junior high coach Craig Olson of Stanford's younger brother, an 8th grader, a couple of big dunks. And 8th grader, that's not too shabby. Stanford makes the first one. He has 18 points, looking for 19. 52-22 will be mercy rule. He missed that one badly. Wide right, and Connellsville decides to throw it into the bleachers, and that's not ideal. That's a turnover. As Dar, as soon as he let the pass go, he looked to the heavens. Into the game is Ben Zavachin, and Dar's going to look, or Har, I should say, is going to look to the heavens from the bench. He gets a breather. 25 seconds to play here in the third quarter, 52-22. Here's Todd down the left side of the lane, missed the shot, put back, banked in by Isaac Nygren, who has 5 points off the bench, and it's 54-22. Here's Connellsville with the basketball, Jaden Mickens. Mickens, right quarter court. Javon McBride, left corner, three-pointer in the air and put in nicely at the buzzer by Ben Zavachkin, his first basket of the night. Third quarter is in the books. Another good one for Indiana on an IRMC High School Sports Night after 3. Indiana 54, Connellsville 25. You're listening and watching on the Indiana WDAD Rented Digital TV Basketball Network.
The Christmas Tree Growers Association, and Diamond Drug and Diamond Medical Supply. And another round of applause for the Sue Hewitt Dance Studio, ladies and gentlemen. They did a great job. Let's show them our support.
Then with the other two guys had to come into the first practice for Quentin.
Here's the snap, it's high. The kick is good! And they have won the game, and they burst onto the field, and pandemonium reigns out here at Andy Kosneski Field in double OT.
Okay, we're going to get, I got a little wet there, guys. I'll get Redinger.
Waiting the shotgun snap from Succiarelli. He hands it off to Hill. He's into the end zone easily. Mark Burdick back with you at Indiana Senior High. 54-25. We should be in the mercy rule rest of the way. Driving the baseline homer. He was held, but nothing called, but he blew by the defender and laid it in anyway. 10 points in the half, 16 for Homer. It's 56-25. Indiana has scored 17 points in the first, 18 in the second, and 19 in the third, so it would make sense that they should put 20 on the board here in the fourth. Left wing with the basketball. It is Mitkins, and he loses control, but into the hands of a teammate, Farrell, but he lost it. Turnover, Connellsville, and driving with the basketball for Indiana is Homer, and he is fouled. Clock will continue to run as Homer at the line. It is Homer. And and it rolls in and hung up on the front of the rim forever and went down. Second one in the air and also good. 58-25. Connellsville's Jaden Mickens to Rosselli, back to Mickens, left wing in front of head coach Andy Hetrick. 3-ball left corner from Pasecki, just grazes the rim. Here's Homer to Webb. Webb running one-hander up the left baseline is good. He had to adjust and did a nice job. Good body control by Stanford Webb. 20 points now for Stanford. It's 60-25 Indiana. They haven't had many nights like this the past few seasons, and it feels good. Here's Pasecki, fouled from behind as he drove the left baseline. As Petrovic picked up his fourth. Head coach Greg Lazanik should join us on our post-game show. Thought the clock should still be running with the mercy rule, but it is stopped. 6:31 to play. Front iron, no good for Pasecki. Pasecki leads the Falcons with 12 of their 25 points. Second one in the air, and he missed it as well, and Petrovic with the rebound for Indiana. Outlets to Todd, left sideline, between legs on the dribble. Indiana's going to empty the bench as Todd, top of the key, Brocious, corner left, 3-ball, Todd, missed everything. Loose ball into the hands of Anthony Mickens to Pasecki. 25-footer for Pasecki is no good, and a whistle and a foul going to be called. And Gavin Homer's going to pick up his fourth. Well, let's check the old scorecard here as we have checking in Collinger, Martin, Redinger, Nygren, and Lubold. For the Little Indians. Baseline jumper no good from Mickens. Rebound Indiana. 5.5 to play in the game. Tristan Redinger with the basketball and traveling on Indiana as Hunter Martin called 12th turnover on the Indians. Clock continues to run. We approach the 5-minute mark. Mickens drives the right baseline to Haar, left wing. Thinks about the three-pointer, instead goes straight away. And McBride can't get off the shot, so he backs it up into the midcourt circle on the left-handed dribble. Strong pass to Haar. Haar right dribble. Pass right sideline to Anthony Mickens, and he throws it away. Tried feeding down low to Haar. Indiana almost returns the favor, but Nygren has it in front court to Tristan Redinger. To Collinger. Collinger. It's Redinger, right wing. Feeds down low. Lubold lays it in. Nice pass from Redinger. First field goal of the game for Lubold. It's 62-25. Haar throws it away. Pass intended for Haar. They threw it away. Here comes Nygren down the right side of the lane. Missed the shot. Rebound Haar for Connellsville. 3:50 to play here in the fourth and final quarter. Jaden McBride between circles to Haar, and they bobble it and lose it. Zavachin lost the handle. 25 turnovers on the Falcons. Indiana almost turns it over, knocked out of bounds by Connellsville. Good hustle by Jaden McBride. And check that. That was Anthony Mickens. And we have a media timeout, our final media timeout of the game with 3:34 remaining in the game. From our S&T Bank broadcast booth, relationship banking one customer at a time. Our score, Indiana 62, Connellsville 25. IRMC High School Sports Night on the WDAD Little Indians Basketball Network.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance. The team at Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is proud to be the presenting sponsor of all the Lil Indians video broadcasts this year. A great game plan involves advanced planning and preparation for the unknown. Anyone can create a plan at any stage in their life. For help with your family's advanced planning, reach out to Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana and at BowserMinnick.com. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
Sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Coming back, fourth quarter action, and missing the shot was Michael Lubold, but he's going to get 2 shots as he was fouled. Foul called on Gino Farrell. Lubold will shoot 2, 6th team foul on the Falcons. Lubold misses the free throw. He's 0 for 3 from the line. Just 30% for the season. Second one also rolls off. Rebound, put back, Nygren. Good job by Isaac Nygren, the 6'2 junior. He has 7 points off the bench. Here's Haar, left wing, thinking about the 3, but pulling back is Jade McBride. He tries getting it medium post, and it's a turnover. Pass picked off by Indiana. High post to Lubold, and a going to be legal pick on Indiana. That's on Collinger.
We have 11, Dwayne Barrett in the game. We have 10, Devon McBride. We have 14, Jonathan Kelly. 13 return.
Subs, more subs for Indiana.
And 15, Landon Brinkman.
Garrett Minnick into the game. Mason Raglani for Indiana. Try to pick them all up here. Shot missed from Connellsville. Also into the game, John Cribbs. Cribbs, 6'3 sophomore. Minnick, 6'3 sophomore. Same for Raglani. Half or three-quarter court pass and taking it to the hoop and scoring is John Cribbs. Gets a big reaction from the crowd on hand here. And it's 66-25 with 95 seconds remaining. Baseline jumper, airballing it. Connellsville. And driving through traffic and losing control, losing the handle on the ball was Collinger. Here's a 3-ball right side. Ooh, in and out for Minnick. And on the baseline, held ball. Good hustle by Mason Raglani. Player in there for Connellsville that's not on the roster is 15. We apologize for that. Into traffic and losing control was Hunter Martin. Turnover number 14 on Indiana. Under a minute to play in the game, 66-25. Connellsville, baseline jumper. Missing the shot was Farrell, and a whistle and a foul going to be called. And the clock continues to roll here. Martin picks up the foul. They do stop the clock. 30.3 seconds remaining. 1-1 for Farrell. Connellsville's first point of the fourth quarter. 66-26. They had not scored until then. Second one, too strong and knocked out of bounds off of Connellsville. It'll be, oh no, they're going to say blue ball. Boy, I'm not so sure about that call. Let's see. They are giving it to Connellsville. Clock running, 12 seconds. They flip it inside the foul line, 14-footer, missed by number 15, who we don't have on the roster. Final 5 seconds. Here's a jumper from the left side, 10-footer missed by Raglani. Game over. Final score, Indiana 66 and Connellsville 26, as Indiana picks up their 6th win of the season. Head coach Greg Glazanek expected to join us on our post-game show. Stay with us for our First Commonwealth Bank post-game show. Pay fewer bills with a debt consolidation loan from First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first. Member FDIC. All Indiana from opening tip to finish. It's 66-26, final score for the Little Indians. And you've been listening to it on the WDAD Little Indians Basketball Network.
High school students in Western Pennsylvania have a new option for career-driven education at the River Valley STEAM Academy. Gain an edge in high-demand careers in electrical occupations, cybersecurity, esports, and sports medicine and rehabilitative therapy. Students get a head start by earning college credits and valuable industry certification. The River Valley STEAM Academy is open to high school students throughout the region at no cost to families. To customize your high school experience, visit rvsteamacademy.org or call 724-343-3230.
The Arc of Indiana County, working with the Arc of PA to find solutions to improve the lives of those with disabilities. The COVID-19 Health Disparities Initiative focuses on finding solutions that save the lives of those that are in need and deliver results to increase health equity for all individuals with disabilities now and in the future. If you are interested in learning more about this initiative with the Arc of PA and the Pennsylvania Department of Health, please go to arcindiana.org or the arcpa.org for more information. Paid for in part by the Pennsylvania Department of Health.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
5th Street Gymnasium at Indiana Senior High, where tonight it was all Indiana over Connellsville. Connellsville came in with a record of just 2-15, and they'll make the long ride back to Fayette County 2-16 after being handled by Indiana that came out of the gate strong, scored the first 7 points of the game. They led 17-8 after one. They put 18 on the board in the second quarter to lead 35-17 at the break. And third quarter, Indiana outscored Connellsville 19-8 to carry a mercy rule into the fourth quarter. It was 54-25. And in the fourth quarter, they held Connellsville to just one free throw, 1 point. Indiana getting a lot of players into the game. They outscored Connellsville 12-1 in that fourth quarter, winning it 66-26 to improve to 6-10 on the season. Coming back, we'll give you all of the scoring. Head coach Greg Glazanek also expected to join us, 66-26, as we continue. Indiana wins it on the First Commonwealth Bank postgame show on the WDAD Little Indians Basketball Network.
Milk every moment.
Are you thinking of getting vaccinated? Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about the COVID-19 vaccine. The Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania would like to remind you that COVID-19 vaccines are available for children as young as 6 months. Talk to your doctor, your child's pediatrician, or your pharmacist if you have questions. You can also learn more by visiting vaccines.gov. That's vaccines.gov. Message made possible by the Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance. The team at Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is proud to be the presenting sponsor of all the Lil Indians video broadcasts this year. A great game plan involves advanced planning and preparation for the unknown. Anyone can create a plan at any stage in their life. For help with your family's advanced planning, reach out to Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana and at BowserMinnick.com. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
Sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
High school students in Western Pennsylvania have a new option for career-driven education at the River Valley STEAM Academy. Gain an edge in high-demand careers in electrical occupations, cybersecurity, esports, and sports medicine and rehabilitative therapy. Students get a head start by earning college credits and valuable industry certification. The River Valley STEAM Academy is open to high school students throughout the region at no cost to families. To customize your high school experience, visit rvsteamacademy.org or call 724-343-3230.
Mark Burdick back with you on our first Commonwealth Bank post-game show and being joined by Indiana High coach Greg Glazanik. And, Coach, I talked to you on the pregame show, so you're one closer to 500.
Yeah, well, you're right, one closer to 500. Let's get that one out of the way.
Talk about your team's performance because you came out strong right from the opening tip.
We did, and that was the key, I thought, tonight. You know, this wasn't the most skilled Connellsville team we've played against over the years, but they played hard, they were physical, and it's the kind of team that if you leave them in the game early and they start to think they can beat you, you're in for a long night. And I thought we took care of business right from the get-go.
You got after things defensively, didn't you?
We did. You know, and that's something that I think the last week or so we've kind of slacked off on some intensity on the defensive side. And let's put it this way, it was stressed quite heavily in practice the last 2 days, and I thought the guys did a good job.
Pretty good deal when you come out, you score 17 in the first quarter, 18 in the second, 19 in the third. What happened with 20 in the fourth?
Well, you know, hey, I'll tell you what happened. The mercy rule, the running clock, but I'll take it on our side every night.
And you held them to one in that fourth quarter. You don't have many games. You know, the program, you're trying to get it back on solid footing, and you haven't had many nights like tonight, and it had to feel good to empty the bench and get so many players involved.
It did, especially, you know, unfortunately, in the last 2 weeks, we've had a couple of these where we've got to empty the bench, but with the score the other direction, you know, and it was nice to get those kids in and with them playing with a lead and having fun. And tonight was just a night that we all had fun and, you know, back to work tomorrow because the second round of the section starts Friday night. Now, we need a little bit of help, you know, being 1-4, but we still have our eye on that fourth playoff spot. It's still obtainable for us with a little bit of help. We need not to beat Freeport, I think, this next time around, as they did the first time. So, hey, we're still playing for the playoffs, Mark.
Yep. Hey, why not? And until you're eliminated, you keep going for
it.
Hey,
it worked for the Steelers for most of the winter, didn't it?
That's right. Hey, 10 players in the book tonight. I think that's what I had. Yeah, 10 players score. Gavin Homer, whose career's winding down, he had 18 points, and Stanford Webb. Those two have led you, and they did it again tonight.
You know, that's true. I've been on Stanford the last couple of weeks to tell them how many cheap points there are around the basket, especially when you shoot like we do at some nights. You know, Stanford wasn't one to want to go in there and get beat up a little bit. But tonight, I think he did. You know, he did it. He did it well. And Gavin is such a great athlete. I'm glad he came out his senior year. He concentrated on baseball the last couple years, and he's such a smooth athlete, and he's having such a good time this year. And look at tonight, he had 17 points, and he's kicking himself because of all the layups he missed. It's one of those what could have been tonight for Gavin.
Well, what's up next for the Little Indians? Let's see here. On
Friday night, we go down to Greensburg, Salem.
Down to Salem on Friday night, and Hampton's
then
around the corner, too.
And then Hampton's here, and then, of course, we go to, Hampton and Highlands, definitely the class of the section. I mean, Highlands, they played us here. They looked like a Division III college team. They just came out, man, and they put it to us. But then, we have we got to take care of business Friday night, and then we have Knock and Freeport coming here on the next 2 Fridays, so it's going to be fun.
Coach, good job tonight. Thanks for coming up to the mezzanine level to our S&T booth, and we do appreciate it, and keep it going. Something to build on.
Have a good evening.
All right, head coach Greg Lazanik of the Indiana High Little Indians. We're going to come back on our first Commonwealth Bank post-game show and give you the scoring before we say goodnight. Pay fewer bills with a debt consolidation loan from First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first. Member FDIC. All Indiana tonight, 66-26. We'll give you the scoring and wrap things up when we return on the WDAD Indians Basketball Network.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance. The team at Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is proud to be the presenting sponsor of all the Lil Indians video broadcasts this year. A great game plan involves advanced planning and preparation for the unknown. Anyone can create a plan at any stage in their life. For help with your family's advanced planning, reach out to Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana and at BowserMinnick.com. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Milk every moment.
Are you thinking of getting vaccinated? Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about the COVID-19 vaccine. The Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania would like to remind you that COVID-19 vaccines are available for children as young as 6 months. Talk to your doctor, your child's pediatrician, or your pharmacist if you have questions. You can also learn more by visiting vaccines.gov. That's vaccines.gov. Message made possible by the Health Initiative for Rural Pennsylvania.
Back with you, Mark Burdig on WDAD and Renda Digital TV. We'll give you the scoring in tonight's game. For Connellsville, they were led by Anthony Paschecki with 12 points. 11 of them came in the first half. He had three three-pointers. Connellsville only 9 points in the entire second half. They were held to 1 point in the fourth quarter. They finished with just 9 field goals. 4 of them were three-pointers. They were 4 of 8 from the free throw line. For the Indiana Little Indians, 2 players in double figures. Stanford Webb led the Indians with 20, 13 of which came in the first half. 18 points for Gavin Homer. And 10 players scored tonight. 7 points apiece for Trevor Todd and Isaac Nygren. Nygren off the bench. 3 points for Evan Brocious. And 3 points for Mark Collinger on a three-pointer. 2 points apiece for Jaden Petrovich, Hunter Martin, Michael Lubold, and John Cribbs. Indiana finished with 24 field goals, 3 of them three-pointers. They were 15 of 26 from the free throw line. So all Indiana tonight from start to finish. They led 17-8 after 1 and cruised from there and ended up in the mercy rule as they picked up their 6th win of the season to improve to 6-10. Connellsville drops to 2-8. and 15. Actually 2 and 16 for the Falcons. Want to thank our producer back at the WDAD studios. That is Lucas Lane. Our video producer here beside me on the mezzanine level is Peyton Trollinger, and our cameraman John Smathers tonight at Indiana Senior High. Good night for Indiana basketball. Girls win it in our first broadcast of the night, 46-28 over Kiski, and the boys win it in convincing fashion, 66-26 from Indiana High School. Mark Burdig wishing you a very pleasant good evening.